ship I really wish they would have added to the base game that we could have access to were these little paddle steamers. I really like them. They're quite cute. There's just something about them. They're pretty fast. They have 3 cargo slots. They're nothing like out of the ordinary, but why did we add these to the base game? Why did it come after the fact? And why do we only have access to 2 of them in this scenario is beyond me. Anyway, ranting aside, welcome back everybody to another episode of Pride and Peddlers. We are making an absolute killing. And I have not gone ahead and done anything with regards to this campaign since the last episode, so you will definitely see that we definitely still have this negative event happening, in which all of our goods impact at 45%, but our maintenance cost is also up by 45%, which is not fantastic.
We need raw materials.
Oh yeah, I also turned the NPC voices back on, despite my better judgment. So the only source of iron that I have coming in is from Caldera de Fuego, which we are out? Are you kidding? Well, that was fast and short-lived. Because I had to trade 100 to freaking Paloma.
And some things we picked up during the years of fire.
It's insane. Okay, so the next island that I want to get to is this one. And the reason for this is definitely the caoutchouc over here. The plantain plantations and the sugarcane are also going to be pretty important. Actually, this island altogether can be one massive farming settlement. I'm just going to bring over fertilizer from Nova Prosperitum, just funnel it in here so I don't actually have to get any of the outhouses over here, or at least en masse, because over here I have a whole bunch. I think it's on this side, but I have a whole bunch over here and we're just like capped out all the time with fertilizer. It's insane. We also have enough fuel, so legit do not ever have to worry about this event, and that's plenty of goods going. Did I change that route at all? I did. Okay, so what I would like to do after the ship has gone and delivered it to the Admiral, what we're going to do is we're going to take off one more coffee bean, and we're actually going to put one more tobacco in there, because tobacco is actually going a lot faster. So seeing as how you're not working, we're going to stop you. And let's see how our grenades are coming along, because those are also important. Those are bombs. We don't have those ones. Where are the incendiary grenades? Grenade, 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 grenade. Did I pass it? We have 69 grenades. Okay, so that's working. I'm gonna hold on to all those grenades in the event that we actually have a moment with this particular scenario that says arms trade is out the wazoo. The other thing is I want to actually get over here to Margaret Hunt at some point and start purchasing a lot of her canned food when the price is lower. Okay, when the price is lower, I want to hold on to these and just keep them in the bank for a time when all these little goods right over here are going to be a lot more lucrative to sell. As for Carl, like, Carl's stuff is so freaking expensive. Like, for lemonade, that's absolutely egregious. The Admiral has shampoo and pocket watches, but, like, I can always make these, I guess. Yeah, look at that. 732 for tobacco is wild, dude. Absolutely wild. How much is she purchasing the coffee for? 936? Damn. Okay. All right. So without further ado, we already have the Caladan over here. We're gonna need some timber. We're gonna need some bricks. I think it was 20 bricks. No, 25. Excuse me, 25 bricks. And we're also gonna need 10 aluminum profiles. And we are gonna head over to this island, and we're gonna colonize this one. I think based off of the proximity to Nova Prosperitum, this should be the best spot to have the piers at. And the good thing with this island, again, is we do have a bunch of oil reserves if we want to tap into them, which I guess we potentially could later on in the campaign. Right now, I don't think it's really that necessary. We also have our 4 ships, which the Minerva's over here. Can you just deliver all this stuff into Ducal Garino? How are we doing over here with our fuel? Like, literally, this event means nothing to us. I absolutely love this. We're gonna have to build another pier over here, because this, I don't like all these ships just waiting. The Industrious is over here as well. Can we deliver? Oh, yep. That would actually be a little bit better. Let's get some goods over here to Ducal Garino so we can actually build up another pier. Probably put it on the side right over here, but that's the wrong thing. Oh, look at how small the harbor area is. Okay, so we can probably put this one like right here, and then we'll have to have another one right over here. And what we'd like to do is increase the storage capacity as much as we possibly can. So I guess we're going to have to put... I already went ahead and built it. It doesn't matter. And also getting a road connection all the way in here because I'm psycho. And I have to do that because it doesn't make sense to me that these things are just in the middle of the freaking water and there's nothing to connect them to. Like, absolutely nothing. All right, so that route is going. I'm going to get rid of that. And we're going to put one more tobacco like so, because that's going to be a lot better to sell. And like, this is the best ship to carry the item that you want to sell for the highest price because of the 8 cargo slots. I don't think you can build another one of these unless there's a specialist I don't know about. But I feel if we can't build the paddle steamers, then there's no way in hell that we're going to be able to build a freaking Great Eastern over here. And it's not really a Great Eastern, it's just called a Great Steam Clipper. I love how it glitches in this little spot. It has to go around so much in order to get to the Admiral's Harbor. Look at that. Alright, did you arrive over here? Perfect. So, that's actually a nice spot for it. Let's go ahead and build a trading post. Rio Ralto. I actually like that name. It's a bit of a tongue twister for me, given that I have speech problems, apparently. But we can live with it. So let's go ahead and start the settlement over here. I'm just going to build some basic roads. That's a good one for now. And the cool thing here is the fact that we do have plantains. We can definitely utilize this island as our plantain plantation location. And instead get rid of the ones over here so we can free up the workforce. Oh, it will. Trust me. All right, let's see how much he's selling this or buying this stuff for. It's going to be a bunch. Oh, show me the money. Show me the money. Any day now. Please. For the love of God. For the love of God and all things holy. Let me see the money! He's not showing me the money. I mean, that is a lot of goods to sell. 216.5k. Okay, yep. You better yield. Give me all their money. We also do have some of the stars in the water. So after the Caladan brings over some more timber, we're going to work to get that stuff going. We do have 25 over here, so we can actually start in the basic settlement. And we are... I guess I can go again with a little bit of the box idea just to start off, but I don't think I'm going to have to keep to this for the long term. So that's one, and then we'll put another one back here. And just to pre-plan, outhouse, and then little road network in the middle because, quite frankly, it irks me that it's just like in the very middle and no one can get to it. So a good thing here is that this area is going to be so large, right? So very large, and we can probably get to working on these helium extractors at some point. The problem is that they're actually going to need some obreras for this. So in the event that we're done here on Ducal Garino with this clay pit,
come join us.
which is getting kind of close to that. If I don't want to actually build this, which I truthfully don't, then I'll just downgrade these guys and start upgrading the ones over here on Rio Ralto. That'll actually be a little bit better. So let's get the road networks kind of fixed out. Let's get this one over to here, this one over to here. And then this road will bring it all the way up to here in the event that we actually have to get to these particular oil springs. And there's also some mines back over here. So let's see if we can actually make this look somewhat decent. I think we can. It's looking pretty good so far. Oh, that's just perfect. You love it when a plan comes together. All right, so those spots are all set. And then in the middle here, this is where we're going to have a lot of the farm fields. Farm fields, ooh, chef's kiss. Right? Just give me as many as you can. Caladan, what are you doing? Why are you out here? Do I have another free ship, like, around here? Where's the Southern Cross? Technically speaking, I should be using these ships. I also do have the Minerva over here. But let's bring over some... Bring over 50 of that and 50 bricks. Or at least, do they have timber over there? They might already have timber, and I don't need to bring it. Let's see. Yeah, we have timber over there. So, you... deposit that. I need 50 of this.
Take the rudder.
Come over here. And then Caladan, I need you to bring me a whole bunch of timber to start, because I don't really care about the other things right now. I need to get the settlement going. I do also want to see what other items we can get. So eventually, what I want to have is Nova Prosperitum is actually going to be devoid of all farm fields and just focus on heavy industry. Later on, like for example, Rio Ralto is not a good place to have coffee. But if we were to find another island that can take over, for example, this one. Oh, no, not this one. Ugh, I hate islands that look like this, dude. What? How the hell are you supposed to build on this thing? I'm saving this island for last. Gross. Okay, maybe this one. This one, it's very far away. Don't get me wrong, it's very, very far away. Caldera de Fuego is also fine, too. So we might actually have our coffee plantations over here. I might want to actually pre-plan that. Because if we can get the coffee off of here... See if I can actually go over here. Blueprint mode. This is actually not a bad spot to have a lot of the coffee fields. Because there's corn here too, but I don't need to utilize the corn. So we'll start it off from like back over here. 1, 2, 3. Can bring it down here. 4 and 5. That's as many as we have over there, but we're more than likely going to have to expand on this. So we'll bring it up to 6 right here. And we'll build up the roads like so and extend this all the way to here. So this is where we're going to have our coffee fields for the most part. I don't think I want to actually focus on any other ones. We do have the capability of having some saltpeter works over here.
Stop grabbing it all.
So what I would like to do just to start is get a road connection built behind all of these particular farm fields. I'm actually going to expand them later. So I'll just keep it into a straight road for the long term and bring it all the way up to here. Because we do also have this clay pit that we can utilize. That's a lot of clay in there. Holy moly.
We are fine.
I can potentially bring some goods over here. Once Ducal Garino is done, then I'll start redirecting over there. That's actually a better idea.
Stoner reporting.
Okay, that's the Minerva. We need to bring it over to here. And the Caladan has arrived. Perfect. Let's get some more of these buildings set up.
Excellent. Good luck.
Thank you. We're almost at 5 mil. That's crazy. Let's build this one here. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. What the heck is that? I'll tell you exactly what the heck it is. It's my stupid mouse. Okay, let's put this one perfectly positioned right there, and then this one right over here, and then this one right over here. Good. Looking good. We're only going to have a marketplace over on this side. I'll put it in the top here. Definitely going to need a fire station. Put the fire station right over here, and another one positioned right over here. Police station, always going to be important. Never know what'll happen. And then, obviously, we're going to need the chapels. One chapel over here will suffice. Another one over here will do wonders. Connect this road, and we're going to build as many of these as we can. Wonderful.
Flagship at your service.
Get those in here. Good thing is they only require timber to build, so I'm happy about that. And then trying to map this out, because we definitely want to get some of the caoutchouc going first. I honestly may not even give them anything that they require at the moment. Just the marketplace will be good enough, because I'd like to honestly work on some chewing gum. I know, shocker. But the good thing about the caoutchouc farms is that they only are going to require 10 of those to work. We have 174 here. The other thing is I definitely want to start with this iron deposit, which is right back here, and has 750 iron in it, which is pretty substantial. So I think as far as the caoutchouc farms are concerned, let's see how I can actually build one up properly. Let's get the tractor barn. We're going to place it right over there. And then we'll need a little spot left for the fertilizer silo.
You reached a new milestone.
Wonderful. So we've reached town status. Love to see it. I think I can fix up this road and make it a little bit better long term. Yeah, let's put it to there instead, and we're gonna get rid of this one. And we'll actually have the caoutchouc plantations over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That should be pretty good. So that's just 60 in total. And then going over back here, we're gonna get one of the warehouses over here, a warehouse over here, and a warehouse over here. We can actually produce all the things that we're gonna need for the most part on this island to have chewing gum. The only thing that we cannot do is actually have the chewing gum chemical plant. So we can have the sugarcane plantations over here as well. We can plop them right behind these guys. And the ratios are okay because these ones are going to be working at what, 6 seconds? These guys will be taking longer, so we don't need as many of these. This, improved by electricity. This is not improved by electricity. This is just standard. Yeah, this is going to take some careful planning, I think. So let me actually go over to Ducal Guarino and let's... Oh, I don't actually have a farm field that looks nice. Never mind. I thought I did. I can always make it here. Get rid of this one. This is my little test spot. Put a tractor barn right next to it, and then leave some room for the fertilizer silo. Good. Hey, that works just fine. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining whatsoever. Maybe instead of having it, because they're smaller fields, we can probably place them up here. 1... I can't see where the outline is. 2, 3. Might be able to like fit one in the middle here and not keep to the rigid design. Yeah, let's put the 4th one right over here. And we're going to extend the fields a little bit more. You know, we'll just expand it all the way to here. And we'll get some items to put into our trade unions over here that'll help out significantly with farm fields and farm field productions, because I think that's definitely going to help. We can't bring any fuel in here. Oh, wait, stuck in the last century. Your people are outraged that you have relied so much on raw export. Excuse you? Really? My money! He's purchasing it for nothing now. Come on. That's still okay. That's still fine. Okay, whatever. The sales, I mean...
on one condition, that like you, we are free to write our own history.
No, you're not. So the grenades, unironically, might actually not be a bad idea to sell. But I mean, right now we have 5 mil in the bank pretty much. We'll still be making enough money because there's going to be... Is that the next event that's coming? Oh, that is the next event that's coming. Ew, okay. I see you. I see you. I mean, my aluminum profile should be able to sell relatively decent, right? Is there a way for me to check the sale price just as is? Global market price 246. It's garbage, dude. What do you mean? That's terrible. Should honestly get some cigars made. That seems to be the plan now. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can figure out what these little stars are in the water. But it's a good thing that we got this pre-planned as well. We can actually proceed with building them slowly. I would have to actually bring over some stuff for fertilizer, which I think this spot might be sufficient enough. So if I were to actually go ahead and plop these all down, I just need to bring over some bricks, and we will have fertilizer here. I'd like to save fertilizer for times that I don't need it, and there are islands that I can't produce it on. And I don't want to produce it on, because obviously it does take workforce in order to do this, so that should be sufficient. We're going to need some fuel over here. So we're going to take one of our ships. Let's take the Blobfish Beauty from Hunt. We're going to purchase some more fuel. We're going to bring it over to Caldera. That's one. And that should work well-ish. Where's the other... I don't want this one. The Industrious over here? Southern Cross. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some other materials over to this other island so we can start with the lovely production of coffee. I think that would be enough, right? Well, you know what? I'll just bring over 100. You never know. Because we do also have timber here, so we can start building it. We do need to increase the island storage capacity. I think we're only stuck at 225. And we want to obviously have some more piers over here and whatnot. Makes it a lot easier for us. Let's go ahead and expand on this. I hate it when that happens. Let's just do this. Can I put some over here? Yeah, I can. That should be sufficient, but I'm not going to utilize all of these for building the depots. I want it primarily to build up all these farm fields, which I haven't even placed any warehouses to. Silly me. So we got 2 over there. I'll probably end up putting 1 over back here for later. I could potentially try to fit 1 in here, but I don't really want to mess up with the town. It should be sufficient the way that it is right now. So get rid of the iron. We're going to have to put in the coffee beans. And what else is possible? We're going to have to start bringing in some fuel exports to here. And I do have another ship, so the Industrious from Carl instead. Let's bring some fuel from Carl all the way down to Rio Ralto, which is going to be a long way. So I might actually consider purchasing 100 from him. Yep, that should be sufficient. I'm trying to get, like, eventually there shouldn't be any fuel, really, that comes out of Nova Prosperitum. It should just pretty much, like, if I'm refining it, that'll be all she wrote. Because there's only, this one's almost done. It's only got 68 left in there. Because we're using it for the reinforced concrete, which we have 56 in the bank. That's a lot. We also have a decent number of grenades. The grenades need fuel too, no? Yeah. That's also what's taking a decent chunk of our fuel reserves. So let's see. Did that ship arrive? It did.
Stations.
Let's go ahead and build up every single one of these outhouses to start. Get some fertilizers in here. Build up this and build up this. And let's go ahead and build up these 2 to start. And we're just going to have to wait for the fertilizer to come in along with the fuel. And we'll start to see some coffee beans actually be generated over here. The problem with the next event is that it's also going to cripple us when it comes to our particular farms over here. So it's not going to be fantastic. However, we are not focusing too much on wanting to exploit these for much further. I'm trying to get us to like a comfortable 10 to 15 mil before we actually progress into artistas. I feel like that's going to be the case. I'm just going to go ahead and build up this one. Yeah, I think that will be fine. I just noticed we have an oil spring right in the town. Whoops. Sorry.
New orders.
Alright, Minerva, you need to drop those off, and then we're going to build up these 2 piers. Now we should never have a problem with Ducal Garino. Head over to the southern side here. See what that is. What did the Caladan pick up? Some rum. Okay, not bad. Let's go over here, pick this one up. Excuse me while I take a little sip of my tea, ladies and gentlemen. I have a little bit of a headache, so please excuse me. Lovely. Do you guys like tea? You like tea or coffee? For me, I can have either, right? It really depends on the day. Sometimes I'm like, okay, I will have some tea today because it's quick, it's easy to make. And I don't have just any coffee, okay? This sounds so pretentious of me already. It's not meant to be the case. I like Turkish coffee a lot, okay? There's something about Turkish coffee I absolutely adore. I think it's because of how powerful it is, right? It just keeps me going for so much. And my girlfriend was like, we need to find a way to harness your hyperactivity into like a fuel resource because it never ends. And she's right. Like, do I ever stop talking? No, I don't. So it's just, it just keeps going. And honestly, today I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to bite the bullet. I don't really want to make anything else besides having some tea. It's quick, it's easy. And I have this Ahmad tea. It's Earl Grey. Oh, Chef's kiss, man. So good. I put a little bit of cinnamon and cardamom in there. And a little rosebud.
The people celebrate your leadership.
I didn't think I'd hear that here. On Caldera de Fuego. Okay, so not bad. These farm fields are smaller. So I might actually park them over here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This one's gonna need a little bit more. Actually, it doesn't really need any because, quite frankly, I was extending it with the shift technique. But yes, now we are losing some money because obviously the inflation is hitting us pretty bad. I didn't think that was going to happen relatively soon, but we should be able to get out of this with ease. Because we did some careful pre-planning, and that's really important. Let's go ahead and build a warehouse over here. We're going to build a warehouse at this road junction right over here, if it'll let me. And we're going to build another one right over here, because I have a feeling like these particular warehouses are going to get overloaded like no tomorrow. And I'd like to have some space for these guys. So let's go ahead and build up the warehouses first, and then the plantain plantations. We're not going to build up the tractor farm depots quite yet, because we obviously still need stuff to build up the fertilizer silos as well. And because we're purchasing fuel and all that stuff, that's why you see the negative. But I'm not worried about it at all. Not at all. So get rid of this, and get rid of this. Timber is still fine to see there. Let's get the plantains over there. We're going to need to have probably... Caoutchouc probably makes the most sense to put up there, but I don't actually see it because I haven't actually built it before. So I'll just leave it right like that. Let these guys have a little bit of time to work. I would ultimately like to export some of the fried plantains over here because that also relieves the pressure. But at the same time, these guys have electricity right now, so I don't really want to mess with it too much. The only thing that this little island cannot produce for me right now is cotton, which is so sad. All right, what do you have in here? Another blending tank. Interesting. So is that just standard? Oh, hello. Elmer's electric oven.
Sales.
Nice. Or you know what we could do? We can just bring stuff to Ducal Guarino eventually and just have them produce the entire food for this section. It wouldn't be a good idea, I think. But... Oh, what? Oh, so it's different. Oh, okay. Oh, hold on. Okay, rum distillery. Instead of sugar cane and wood, the building now processes sugar and ethanol. And then we gain the extra goods from that. Okay. But the workforce need increases by 200%. The maintenance cost goes up by 250%. And that is just 1 in 4 you get the Abstein. Okay, that I need to think about. This one, I just can't even bother with that. The fact that we only have limited supplies of iron, I'm not going to even bother. Okay, where is this one at? Okay, you're still over here, and these guys now have the really good items that they require to actually have the coffee plantations run at maximum efficiency. And look at that, it's already overloaded. Okay, put this one over here. Build that up. So what's this harvest festival happening? All crop farms, productivity by 50%, maintenance cost minus 100%. Occasionally produces rum, absinthe cigars, and chocolate. So do we have any in here? Is there any chocolate? We got 4 chocolate and cigars. Nice, we're doing it. Where's my flagship? There you are. Okay, so we actually do not have any room in here for the rum. Good to know. Let's take this little section right over here. So my task, hopefully, is going to be get this island to a point that we can say, like, all right, we're good here. It's producing enough with regards to our cash crops. And then we're going to start sending them over to Nova Prosperitum for refinement, which I think, honestly, I'm just going to have the sugar plantations be over here for the long term. It seems like the right call. Let's go ahead and increase this island storage capacity just a little bit before the episode timer runs its course. Get these 2 things built. And then we are at what now? 750. One of the victory conditions over here is scoot over. 180 tons of scooters. Okay, win scenario with 100,000 coins in stock. Okay, win the game with population of 3,000 birds alive for at least 1 hour. Dude, that's easy, man. What the hell? These two are mega easy. This one is... Oh, God, that's terrible. Alrighty, so we got a decent amount of stuff done, even though we do have negativity, which is running rampant right now, unfortunately. I don't like to live in negativity. You shouldn't either. You know, we're going to get out of it. One way or the other, we're going to solve this problem. So, until next time, my friends, thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please consider like, commenting, subscribing, hitting that bell button, sharing it with your friends. As always, Discord and Instagram links are in the description if you'd like to join either of them. Would very much appreciate it. Trying to be active on both of them. Part of building a community, you know, it is what it is. Is that a beach end over there that I never took advantage of? What the hell? Anyway, talk to you guys later. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next episode, my Rantians.